The Baltimore Ravens are making waves in the NFL coaching world as they continue to shape their staff for the upcoming season, and the excitement among fans is palpable. One of the most anticipated moves involves Mike Mickens joining the Ravens defensive staff to work with the defensive backs coming from Notre Dame. Mickens has long been regarded as one of the top college defensive back coaches, and his arrival in Baltimore marks a significant addition to the team's defensive development. Sources from his previous stops describe him as a coach whose departure was inevitable at some point, yet universally lamented. The Ravens now have the opportunity to leverage his expertise to elevate their secondary, an area that requires precision, communication, and a coach who can develop young talent effectively. Shifting focus to the offensive side of the ball, the Ravens are also set to make a marquee hire in Dwayne Ledford, formerly the Falcons' offensive line coach and run game coordinator. This move, confirmed by multiple sources, positions Ledford to oversee the Ravens' offensive line and run game, the same roles he excelled in while in Atlanta. Ledford is widely considered one of the best in his field, praised for his ability to structure a high-performing line even in the face of injuries and personnel challenges. The question naturally rises, why did Atlanta let such a capable coach go? The answer is straightforward, yet indicative of the high stakes in NFL staffing Atlanta brought in Bill Callahan, another elite coach in the league, requiring a recalibration of personnel. In the end, Ledford became available, and the Ravens seized the chance to bring him on board, a move many consider a coup for head coach Jesse Meaner. The 2025 season revealed critical vulnerabilities in the Ravens' offensive line, inconsistencies, poor blocking, and a lack of cohesion were glaring and in many ways hindered the team's playoff prospects. Every player, from Ronnie Stanley to Daniel Full, regressed during the year, a decline that cannot be ignored and naturally reflects on the coaching staff now. With Ledford stepping in, there is hope that the technical deficiencies, communication breakdowns, and lack of confidence observed in 2025 will be addressed, while there are ongoing questions regarding the interior line, particularly with the futures of Angie Voorhees and Daniel Full. The coaching upgrade itself represents a transformative opportunity. The Ravens are counting on Ledford to instill structure, refine technique, and bring back consistency that was absent last season. Ledford's career trajectory highlights his depth of experience and versatility. His professional journey began in the NFL as a player from 1999 through 2006, followed by a lengthy and varied coaching career that included multiple stops at the collegiate level. He first entered the NFL coaching ranks in 2021 with Atlanta, assuming the offensive line coach role before adding run game coordinator responsibilities. Interestingly, Ledford also spent his seasons as Louisville's offensive coordinator shortly after Lamar Jackson had left the program. While they did not overlap at Louisville, the connection adds an intriguing dynamic as they reunite in Baltimore, potentially discussing strategies and offensive philosophies rooted in prior experiences. Ledford's reputation as a wide zone specialist and his capacity to elevate units, even under challenging circumstances, makes him an asset the Ravens can build around. Atlanta's experience under Ledford underscores his ability to maximize production even within injured offensive line. While the Falcons' offense faced predictability challenges, Ledford consistently engineered a productive run game, managing to rank highly in metrics like rushing success rate despite missing key starters. This bodes well for Baltimore, as their line, fully healthy for most of 2025, underperformed relative to expectations. Ledford's coaching style emphasizes both technique and confidence, to elements that were noticeably absent in the Ravens' offensive front last year. The combination of his expertise and the potential return of healthy talent like Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson creates a significant upside for the Ravens' rushing and passing game alike. Analyzing the performance statistics, Ledford's tenure in Atlanta demonstrates a consistent ability to improve line efficiency and run game success despite injuries. His units maintained above-average grades and effective rushing output, highlighting his adaptability and strategic insight in Baltimore. These qualities are expected to translate into tangible improvements, particularly in creating open lanes for running backs and providing Lamar Jackson with the protection necessary to execute the offense. The Ravens management has demonstrated commitment by investing in high-profile coaching talent, signaling that they are serious about addressing past deficiencies and setting the team up for sustainable success. Personnel considerations remain critical alongside coaching upgrades. The status of Tyler Linderbaum, Daniel Full, and other linemen continues to shape strategic planning, Linderbaum's future is closely tied to Lamar Jackson's contract situation, as the team must ensure alignment between key players to maintain offensive continuity. Meanwhile, Daniel Foles' performance in 2025 leaves little expectation of his return, and the team is preparing to explore alternative options for the guard and interior line positions. This combination of coaching innovation and strategic personnel adjustments aims to deliver a line capable of both protecting the quarterback and establishing a dominant run game, a foundation necessary for Baltimore to compete at the highest level. In addition to coaching and player considerations, the broader picture involves integrating young talent and optimizing the existing roster. Ledford's arrival provides a framework for development and evaluation, ensuring that new additions, whether through the draft or free agency, can seamlessly fit into the system. The Ravens' offensive strategy hinges on executing both run and pass plays effectively, and a competent, cohesive offensive line is central to that mission. By addressing technical flaws, enhancing communication, and fostering confidence among the linemen, Ledford's influence will likely be immediate and measurable, setting a tone for the team's offensive identity in 2026 and beyond. The narrative surrounding the Ravens this offseason emphasizes a commitment to growth and correction, with Mickens fortifying the defensive backs and Ledford reshaping the offensive line. The Ravens are positioning themselves to overcome prior setbacks and compete with consistency. Fans can anticipate a more dynamic, disciplined offensive front that not only protects Lamar Jackson, but also enables the running game to reach its full potential. The strategic hires reflect a clear understanding by the front office of where improvements were needed most and an intention to capitalize on available talent to secure long-term success. The combination of experience, skill, and coaching acumen promises to redefine the Ravens' approach to both sides of the ball, setting the stage for a season in which the team can compete at an elite level once again. As the Ravens continue to shape their offensive line, attention turns to the remaining personnel decisions that could define the unit for the upcoming season. Tyler Linderbaum's situation has been a major talking point, given his importance to the interior line and his potential to influence both pass protection and run-blocking schemes. Linderbaum's contract negotiations are directly tied to Lamar Jackson's extension, reflecting the interconnected nature of team building in the NFL. Should Jackson secure his long-term deal, it positions the Ravens to retain Linderbaum, likely making him the highest-paid center in the league. This alignment is crucial for continuity, as having both Jackson and a stable, experienced center anchoring the line creates the conditions necessary for executing complex offensive strategies. The departure of Daniel Foles is all but certain, a decision underscored by his inconsistent play and the team's need to improve its overall offensive efficiency. His struggles in 2025, combined with the regression of other linemen, highlighted the importance of both coaching and player accountability. Foles' exit opens the door for competition among younger players or new acquisitions, bringing a fresh energy to the group. The Ravens are in a position to blend experience with new talent, creating an offensive line that can adapt to multiple formations and schemes, while maintaining the technical precision that Ledford demands. The challenge now lies in not only filling the gaps, but ensuring that each player understands and executes their role with confidence. With Ledford at the helm, the Ravens are expected to adopt a zone-heavy run scheme designed to maximize efficiency and leverage the athleticism of their offensive talent. Ledford's philosophy emphasizes proper spacing, footwork, and timing, which are critical components for both the run and pass games. In Atlanta, his approach allowed even a banged-up line to perform at a high level, producing consistent rushing success despite missing key personnel. This track record provides optimism that Baltimore's line, with improved health and coaching, can not only replicate, but potentially surpass previous production levels. The combination of elite coaching, talented skill players, and strategic offensive planning sets the stage for a dramatic improvement over the prior season's struggles. The Ravens front office has shown a willingness to invest in both coaching and personnel, demonstrating a clear understanding of the areas that most directly impact performance. Ledford's hire signals a commitment to excellence, providing the offensive line with the leadership and structure needed to thrive. Alongside him, younger players like Roger Rosenert have the opportunity to develop within a system that emphasizes accountability, technique, and situational awareness. For Tyler Linderbaum, this presents a chance to elevate his game while working alongside veterans and emerging talent in a unit that will prioritize cohesion and execution. Every aspect of the line, from communication to physical technique, is expected to benefit from this coaching upgrade. Beyond the offensive line, the Ravens' broader offensive strategy will also see enhancements. Having a reliable, technically proficient front allows the coaching staff to implement more sophisticated schemes, including multi-level passing, attacks, and creative running concepts. Lamar Jackson, who struggled at times in 2025 due to protection issues, will have the opportunity to operate with more confidence, knowing that the line in front of him is capable of sustaining blocks and opening lanes. Derrick Henry, a cornerstone of the rushing attack, will benefit from the improved zone blocking and timing precision, allowing him to find gaps and generate significant yardage on the ground. The synergy between a revitalized line and dynamic skill players could redefine the Ravens' offensive identity. Coaching impact extends beyond technical instruction. It includes fostering mental toughness and resilience in players. Ledford is known for his ability to instill confidence and maintain focus under pressure, qualities that were noticeably lacking in Baltimore's offensive line last season. By addressing these intangibles, he not only improves performance but also creates an environment in which players can trust each other and the system. This cultural shift is critical for sustaining success over a long NFL season, particularly when injuries and adversity inevitably rise. The combination of mental preparation and physical technique will be central to the Ravens' offensive resurgence as free agency approaches. The Ravens face important decisions regarding additional offensive line reinforcements, the integration of veteran acquisitions, potential draft picks, and the development of existing players will be orchestrated to create a balanced and adaptable unit. Ledford's experience allows him to evaluate talent efficiently, identifying strengths and weaknesses while implementing strategies to maximize performance. The goal is to build not only a competent line, but a unit capable of adjusting to various defensive schemes and maintaining consistency throughout the season. This forward-thinking approach underscores Baltimore's intent to transform its offensive line from a weakness into a competitive advantage. The Ravens' recent coaching hires, combined with strategic personnel planning, suggest a team determined to rebound from a disappointing 2025 campaign. By addressing both the technical and mental components of offensive line play, the team aims to provide Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry with the protection and space necessary to execute at peak levels. Fans can expect a unit that is better disciplined, more cohesive, and capable of handling complex offensive responsibilities. The synergy between coaching and player development will be a key differentiator, shaping the Ravens' ability to compete at the highest level and potentially redefine their offensive identity for years to come. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Your support keeps us bringing you the latest news on the Baltimore Ravens. And hey, drop your take in the comments below. We want to hear from the flock. Whispers are growing louder in Baltimore as Lamar Jackson reportedly lays down an ultimatum that could shake the Ravens to their core. Sources close to the quarterback claim that Jackson has made it clear he will no longer tolerate a stagnant defensive approach and is demanding an elite offensive coordinator be brought in immediately. Bring me an offensive mastermind, or I'm out, Jackson allegedly declared, signaling frustration with the direction of the team's play calling. The speculation has sent shockwaves through NFL circles, with insiders debating what a departure of Jackson might mean for a franchise that has long been built around his unique talents. Drafted as a game-changing dual-threat quarterback, Jackson has dazzled with his speed, agility, and arm. Yet there's a growing sentiment that his potential is being hampered by a lack of innovative schemes. The quarterback's camp insists that Baltimore's current offensive system isn't maximizing his ability to dictate the game, and that a world-class coordinator is essential to remain competitive. Sources suggest that team management is caught in a delicate balancing act. On one hand, Jackson is the face of the franchise, a former MVP whose marketability and on-field brilliance are invaluable. On the other hand, replacing or upgrading a coordinator midstream is no small feat, and the ripple effects could impact personnel decisions across the roster. Rumors are already swirling that multiple high-profile offensive minds could be under consideration, with teams eager to lure the Ravens' attention within locker rooms and league circles. The chatter is electric. Some analysts see this as Jackson finally asserting himself as one of the league's premier talents, who refuses to compromise on his career trajectory. Others caution that ultimatum-style moves can backfire, especially in a city and organization that has historically valued stability. Fans, meanwhile, are divided, some backing Jackson's bold stance. Others worried about the upheaval it could create. Whether Baltimore accedes to Jackson's demand or faces a potential trade scenario remains a tantalizing question. One thing is certain, Lamar Jackson is making it unmistakably clear that mediocrity won't cut it. And the NFL world will be watching closely to see whether the Ravens can meet the challenge or risk losing their franchise quarterback. In the ever-evolving chess game of professional football, Jackson's next move could rewrite not just his future, but the Ravens' trajectory for years to come. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay in the loop with exclusive news on our Baltimore Ravens, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. We'd love to hear what the flock thinks. Drop your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next one.